Fair question to ask. Is the guy running so morally corrupt that he can't govern? Fair question. If that is not true, if I can't decide whether it's true or not, I can't see whether it's true, why are you telling me that Mitt Romney tied his dog to a car? Why are you telling me that maybe 30, 40 years ago, in a manner I cannot judge, maybe 30, 40 years ago, Roy Moore put his hand on the bra of an underage girl? I mean, that's a terrible thing to do. It's an awful thing. But how the hell do I know? How am I supposed to judge that? And why am I complicit if you tell me when you're wrong about so much, if you then tell me this is true? What is the issue that I feel that all of this is getting away from? It is the moral issue of our time. It is the issue of whether people should be free. Whether you and I should be free. Who makes the decisions in our country? Who decides how the dollar you just made by your hard work is going to be spent? Who makes that decision? Who decides how your business is going to be run, how you're going to worship, how you're going to exercise your conscience in the world? Who makes that decision? Is it Barack Obama in the White House or Donald Trump in the White House? Or is it you? Is it you in consultation with your priests and your moral counselors? Is it you? You know, everybody who struggles with the issue of God eventually struggles with the question of evil. And they ask themselves, why does God permit evil? And the answer always comes back because the first thing before morality that God values is freedom. He didn't say to Adam and Eve, you will not touch the forbidden fruit. He said, you do not touch it. He gave them a command and let them free to obey or not to obey. If freedom did not come first, it's implied in every page of the Bible. If freedom did not come first, there would be no evil. If freedom did not come first, God would simply move us around like pawns on a chessboard. Freedom comes first, and freedom is under threat by a government and a country. In a country that is this large, the government is going to get large. But it still has to be restrained. And every day, every time a guy runs for office, the first question, the first and most important moral question is he going to make me more free or less free? So far, Donald Trump has made me more free. He has cut down on regulations, and I'm not that constrained by regulations because so far the First Amendment protects me in what I do, but it matters to my neighbor. He is defending a cake maker's right to exercise his religious rights, even if it gives a gay guy the feels and he feels bad about it. You know, I support the gay guy's right to live the life he lives, but are these people going to make me more free is a bigger, more important question. And what they're using emotion. Let me give you an analogy. It is as if you were sitting in the middle of a nuclear terrorist attack, right? Terrorists were converging on your building, about to set off nuclear bombs, and they found the guy who stole a teddy bear from a child. And they said, look, this guy who's going to stop these terrorists has stolen a teddy bear from a child. Oh, what's wrong with you? Do you believe in stealing teddy bears from a child? Are you going to participate and be complicit with a guy who steals teddy bears from a child? And you're going, wait a second, this is the guy who's going to stop the terrorist attacks. If these people are going to keep me free, then you better show me they are perverse to their core, corrupt to their core, before I send another guy who's going to take away that 2-vote margin that Trump has to pass tax reform, to cut government back, to make us more free and roll back the slow, steady growth of government that has been taking over this country for way, way too long. You are being scammed.